Welcome to Brunswick Beat,
Brunswick County's only television news show, brought to you by the Brunswick Beacon. I'm Rachel Johnson.
and I'm Stacy Manning. A Virginia man has died after his motorcycle collided Monday with a Brunswick County Sheriff's Office cruiser. Thomas Varney of Virginia died after being airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. Sheriff's Deputy Adam Lochner has been placed on paid administrative leave. He has been charged by the North Carolina Highway Patrol with misdemeanor death by a vehicle and failure to yield right-of-way. The collision was reported at 3:54 p.m. at the intersection of US 17 and Shingletree Road in Carolina Shores. Lochner was responding to a domestic call when his cruiser collided with the motorcycle.
A Brunswick County jury returned a guilty verdict on Monday morning in the murder trial of Craig Bryant. Bryant was convicted of first-degree murder of Charlotte realtor Adam Bradshaw, conspiracy to commit murder, and robbery with a dangerous weapon. The first-degree murder conviction has a mandatory sentence of life in prison without parole. For details on the case and reactions from the Bradshaw family, pick up this week's Beacon.
Laura Moultrie was also sentenced Monday for her role in Bradshaw's murder. She pled guilty to charges of second-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in July last year. She then became a state's witness. She testified against Craig Bryant. At the conclusion of Bryant's trial, she was sentenced to more than 10 years in prison. During sentencing, Moultrie took the stand and gave a tearful apology to the Bradshaw family.
The Brunswick County Sheriff's Office is offering a reward up to $500 for the arrest of Brandon Lamar Stevenson. Stevenson, 23, is a suspect in a non-fatal shooting. The shooting took place on Saturday, September 15th on Burness Lane in Bolivia. The Sheriff's Office advises Stevenson should be considered armed and dangerous. The victim, Zachary Hankins, suffered a minor abrasion and didn't require medical attention. Sheriff John Ingram asked anyone with information about Stevenson to contact the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office at 253-2777 or Detective Mike Murray at 880-4942. County Commissioners voted Monday to abolish the DSS Board and the Board of Health. Commissioners will assume authority over the departments and have appointed Steve Stone as Human Services Director. Health Department Director David Stanley was appointed Health Services Director. Commissioners hope the changes will benefit the county financially and also in efficiency. Read more about the decision in this week's Beacon.
Sunset Beach Town Council is reviewing design concepts for the town's new park. Top activities favored include viewing the water, walking, jogging, viewing wildlife, outdoor performances, picnicking, and festivals and events. Favorite amenities based on survey results include seating and benches, restrooms, shaded space, picnic tables, and trails. A survey was conducted to garner citizen input and help guide concepts to keep the natural character of the park and to preserve its oak trees.
A routine public meeting erupted into a 3-hour marathon when members of the Calabash Board of Commissioners clashed at a monthly meeting on September 11th. Several commissioners questioned expenditures for the annual 4th of July fireworks event this year, as well as other costs handled by the Town Community Services Committee. Commissioner Jody Nance accused Mayor Mary Knight of being rude, while others questioned overtime for town employees and accused Knight of doing things without permission. Commissioners voted 3-2 in favor of Nance's motion for Knight to stop any and all activities in which she has not received prior approval.
An Ocean Isle Beach house has been chosen as a finalist in a design contest. Long Isle, a 2-story, 6-bedroom oceanfront vacation house on East 1st Street, was recently named a finalist in the 2012 Best Design Beach House in North Carolina. The competition is hosted by Vacation House Review. The sunny beach house features a sea of blue outside every oceanside window. Photos and a story about the blue-hued house are featured in this week's Beacon. The house can also be seen on the Vacation House Review's Facebook page and its website at vacationhousereview.com.
Brunswick Family Assistance will begin taking applications by appointment only on September 24th for the annual Christmas Basket Tree of Hope. Applications will continue to be taken through November 8th, but don't wait until the last minute. BFA officials say the closer the holidays get, the busier BFA employees and volunteers are. A family must follow the application process to qualify for the program. Applicants need to call 754-4766 to schedule an appointment to apply. Applications will also be taken at Family Resource Center in Leland. BFA is also looking for community volunteers to adopt families and children for the holiday season. If you would like more information or to adopt a family or child or decorate a tree of hope, call 754-4766 or stop by the office on Main Street near Big Lots between 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Find all these stories and much more inside this week's Beacon, available on newsstands now. Welcome to the Beacon Sports Report. West Brunswick's Khalil Goss didn't notch his first carry until late in the second quarter Friday night in Boiling Springs Lakes. At the end of the game, South Brunswick players may have wished Goss had never touched the ball. The senior fullback finished the contest with 132 yards on 24 carries while scoring 2 rushing touchdowns as West rolled to a 28-3 victory over the Cougars in the Waccamaw 2A-3A conference opener for both schools. Trojan head coach Jimmy Fletcher lauded Goss for his ability to run the ball between the tackles during the Trojans' 25-point victory. The West Brunswick High School boys soccer team opened defense of its 2011's conference championship by beating Whiteville 1-0 on September 10th. Junior back Cody Postage scored the goal on a free kick of about 40 yards with 9 minutes into the second half. The Trojans improved to 2-0 in the conference by beating North Brunswick 4-0 on September 12th at West. The West Brunswick High School volleyball team beat East Bladen in a conference match on September 11th. The victory kept West unbeaten in the conference. The third set was the most thrilling of the match as the Lady Trojans had to fend off 2 set points and the Eagles had to fend off 2 match points before West won. Read all these stories and see more great photos in this week's sports section of the Beacon.
I'm out at Brunswick County Animal Shelter today with volunteer Donna McGowan, and Donna has a special friend here with her today that she's been walking around outside the doggy play yard. Can you tell us about this beautiful dog, Donna?
Well, I know that its name is Joseph, and he was named Joseph when he came to the shelter. He was a stray, so we don't know much about him.
Well, he's a beautiful dog, and he's full grown.
Fully grown, and he's really good on a leash. Very sweet, very nice and quiet.
And very well behaved, too. Yes. So come on out. You can visit with all the dogs and cats available for adoption. The shelter is out here on Green Swamp Road. It's under new management by the Sheriff's Office. And they are having public visitation with dogs and cats on Mondays through Thursdays from 10 to 5:30. And Fridays from 10 to 4:30. Saturdays now from 10 to 1:30.
Silver Coast Winery Art Gallery is showcasing the work of 4 regional artists for the next 3 months. It starts with a reception that is open to the public Friday, September 21st. Featured artists include Karen Gore, Ricky Evans, Michael Green, and David McCune. A display of their work will continue at the gallery through December 15th. Gore has garnered 16 awards for her work during the past 6 years and has been commissioned by numerous patrons. Evans is a self-taught artist whose name has become synonymous with lighthouses along the eastern U.S. coast. Green works in several media, including watercolors, wood carving, airbrushing, acrylic, and oil. McCune is known for his metal sculpture, metal wall art, watercolors, photography, acrylics, jewelry, and custom furniture. For more information, visit silvercoastwinery.com or call 287-2800.
Mark your calendars and get your American flags ready. The Warrior Ride will be passing through southern Brunswick County on Friday, September 28th. An opening ceremony will begin that day at Riverside Park in Shallotte. From there, America's Wounded Heroes will cycle to Shallotte Middle School for a meet and greet with students. Warriors will continue up 179 until they reach the Sunset Beach Bridge, where they will ride across and enjoy a picnic lunch. Then it's on to Calabash. For more about the Warrior Ride and how you can make a difference, visit www.thewarriorride.org or call 278-4612.
American bluegrass group Daly and Vincent is bringing its music to Brunswick Community College's Odell Williamson Auditorium on Tuesday, September 25th. The kickoff performance of the Performing Arts Series starts at 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 7 p.m. Jamie Daly was previously lead vocalist and guitarist for Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver from 1999 to 2008. Darren Vincent on mandolin, guitar, and bass was formerly a musician with Ricky Skaggs' band Kentucky Thunder. He was also part of the famous bluegrass family group The Sally Mountain Show with sister Rhonda Vincent. Tickets are $27 for adults, $25 for students and seniors, ages 65 and older, and $10 for children 12 and younger. For ticket information, call 755-7416 or email tickets@bccowa.com. Race is having its first Festival of Fur fundraiser on Saturday, September 22nd in Shallotte. The event is from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Shallotte Crossing Shopping Center. It will take place in the vacant field next to Subway. Highlights include local rescue groups, animal adoptions, canine police dogs, and agility demonstrations, raffles, games, and contests for adults and children. All proceeds will go to the rescue and rehabilitation of stray, abandoned, abused, or neglected animals. Check the race website at raceshelter.org for demo times and ticket pre-sales. You can also email race at raceshelter@yahoo.com or call 547-2839.
An estimated crowd of more than 200 people turned out for the Brunswick County NAACP Annual Freedom Fund Banquet Saturday night. The September 15th event was a black tie optional affair at Brunswick Community College's South Brunswick Island Center in Carolina Shores. This year's Freedom Fund Award was presented to John Elliott, Manager of External Affairs at Progress Energy. The keynote speaker was Jean Nicole, professor of law at UNC and director of the UNC Center on Poverty, Work, and Opportunity. BCC President Suzanne Adams was honorary banquet chair. The banquet raises funds for scholarships. See this year's banquet photos featured on the Be Seen page in this week's edition of the Brunswick Beacon.
Sunset River Marketplace, an art gallery in Calabash, continues its Coffee with the Authors series from 10 to 11 a.m. October 4th with 2 presentations. Myrtle Beach mystery writer Troy New will discuss his newest book, Damn Yankee, which is set in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Jane Woodward will talk about Doodah Day, her story of friendship between 2 12-year-olds caught in the middle of racial strife and tension in Wilmington during the late 1800s. This is a free event, but seating is limited, so reservations are required. Call the gallery at 575-5999 or email lassiter@sunsetrivermarketplace.com.
On September 29th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., the Ocean Isle Beach Police Department and DEA will host a prescription pill drug drop-off at the Lowe's Foods in Ocean Isle Beach. There are no questions as to where the pills came from. Simply dispose of them and prevent them from being abused. The service is free and anonymous. Police say you won't even have to get out of your car to participate.
That's all the time we have for tonight, but you can read all these stories and much more in this week's Beacon. If you have comments or suggestions for us at Brunswick Beat, you can email us at brunswickbeat@brunswickbeacon.com. Don't forget to follow the Beacon on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Brunswick Beacon.
Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to tune in next week for a brand new edition of Brunswick Beat, Brunswick County's only television news show. We close out this week's show with more images from the NAACP banquet.